let's move along.
Okie doke.
Question of the... I just like to get that story out there every now and then.
It's wonderful.
It's a good story.
Put on a t-shirt.
Question of the day.
Question of the day. What's the first thing, you put this on your socials today, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Florida Man? Or when Florida Man is mentioned, excuse me.
Yeah. So the very first thing that comes to my mind is Joe Rogan used to love Florida Man. I used to watch Joe Rogan every single day. So he was always talking about Florida Man back in the day. But I think one of the most prominent stories, and I think somebody commented this on one of my pages earlier, but do you remember the guy who, it was one of the first biggest Florida Man stories that I can remember, but the guy who got high on bath salts and ate somebody's face.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I remember that. That's like the Flocka days. Yeah. When we thought The Walking Dead was real. Right. Yeah.
That's right. Well, it was as close to real as it could have been that day. Yeah. Letti, what about you?
Honestly, you guys asked me the question before the show. The very first thing that comes to my mind when somebody says Florida Man is alligators.
Oh, wow.
That's the first thing that comes to mind, right?
Yeah.
And because even though I know a lot of times we call them Florida Men when we hear the crazy stories about people who do dumb stuff with alligators, I'm always like, okay, but you weren't born here. Because when we're born here, we learn it in the hospital. Like, don't mess with the alligator. Like, don't go to the pond, right?
Yeah.
So they'll be like, Florida Man jumps in the pond with his dog and saves him from the alligator, right? And I'm like, yeah, he wasn't born here. He might have moved here in first grade or something, but he wasn't born here because, like, we don't mess with alligator. Like, don't go to the edge of the pond. So, alligators. Alligators, anytime I hear Florida Man.
Okay, that is fair. That is fair. Clay?
If we're talking an actual person, I go to the guy who put his head in the jaguar statue.
In the jaguar statue. I vaguely remember this. He got stuck?
Yeah, several years ago, a dude put his head inside of the jaguar's mouth at the stadium, and it got stuck there, and they had to get the jaws of life. And that's Florida Man to me. Okay, yeah. It's always fun when Florida Man hits home.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true. That's true.
Another big one in the comments was the guy who jumped the fence at the alligator farm.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Once again, I would bet he might not have been born here.
Right.
That was alligators.
He might be a Florida Man, but was he born here?
My honest answer is definitely going to be meth. I mean, meth has to be somewhere. Sprinkle somewhere is in there somewhere. Yeah, it's like a cologne they wear.
I always say the three big ingredients in a great Florida Man story: meth, nudity, Walmart.
Okay.
If you check all those three off, you got an epic Florida Man story.
Nudity.
I mean, it's
somebody forgot their pants.
Somebody
just forgot that day.
Yeah. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they just forgot. Yeah, we'll go with that.